Bill, Dr. Dan and I would be happy to go around the state, if you guys have friends in any part of the state, and we'd do this any weekend you want.
Even if you had enemies.
Yeah, and our thing about that too, and I mean, you know, my favorite part is to talk just to people you assume would not believe in liberty. When you see, if they're their whole life been on status stuff, when you start talking about liberty, it just grows. It just grows. So I would love to have, and even the word debate, I don't think that's the word I'm talking about, Don. It's just discussion. Just show me where in these things that we can become, you know, why are we here? And keep talking about this stuff. Because one of the ballot things that got me going, and Rock and I wrote a paper, this I think in February or March, was Roe v. Wade. 7-2 vote, 6 were Republicans. And all we're told about is you got to vote for the president, for the Supreme Court, to change things. And I'm thinking to myself, when this all occurred a couple of years ago, I was thinking to myself, did you really understand something? The founders went to war for a tax on molasses, stamps, sugar, and tea. And the tea was interesting. They were not a 3% tax on tea. It was, the West Indian Company had 18 million extra tons of tea on the market that year. So they brought it to America, dropped the rate, and increased 3% of their competitors, what they did. And that's what Sammy Adams, John Hancock got ticked off, says, you're not going to tell me what tea to buy. And threw it, and also in Charleston as well. So that's what they went to war for. And Madison said, the future generations must always understand that they got their freedom, their independence and liberty on the wherewithal of that generation going to war for that 3% tax, or 3 pence tax on tea. Because under that, all evil lurks. And just think about it. We work about through April, May, June for the federal government. Then another couple weeks or another month for the state.
And all of that working that you do, okay, that's your enslaved period. Because you are working not for yourself. The fruits of your labor, your property, which are the fruits of your labor, are being stolen and given to other people, other unrelated people. So for those period of months that you're working to pay your taxes, those are your months of enslavement. The rest of the year, you're free, sort of.
Gorgeous. I love it.
Mrs. Rafina.
Jefferson says something about that, how evil it is to take your fruits to support the government, to support something that you ideologically are opposed to.
Well, Jefferson, as you know, he believed in life, liberty, and property. And he believed that in order to participate in this country, you should own property. You should have skin in the game. And he was right. Because if you have skin in the game, it's inherently more precious to you. It means more. If you don't have any skin in the game, anything